Yeah, the mission of City Baseball is to provide a positive and competitive environment, for our kids to ultimately maximize their potential. We want the kids to feel good about what they're doing, but then we also want to make sure that they realize, hey, to keep playing baseball at a high level, it's not going to be easy. So we teach the kids how to deal with failure and how to learn from it and how to make those kinds of adjustments.
City Baseball is a great family culture. I myself started coaching with my dad 5 years ago as his assistant, eventually transitioning to being manager of my own team. You see it on a day-to-day basis. You see parents picking up their kids, asking questions on how their child can improve, things they can do not only at practice but also at home with them, allowing them to really reach their full potential on the field as well as outside.
So my role as strength and conditioning coach for City Baseball is to make sure these guys are ready to go for a long 9-month year. So we make sure they stay strong and healthy throughout the season, because it's a long grind for the 9 months, and so we got to keep it ready to go. For the younger kids, make sure we focus on form and technique to make sure they stay healthy, as opposed to pushing the heavier weights around. And then as they get older, we're going to start getting heavier and heavier, make sure their plyometrics, their med ball work, and their explosiveness, as well as their strength, stays on top of the game, and so they can peak at the right time.
I'm most proud of the overall commitment that everyone has shown, and I guess just how much more serious that players and families have gotten over the last couple of years. Even from our 8s all the way to our 18s, people are striving to get better, and that's not just better on the field. We're striving to get logistically better, with how we communicate with parents, how timely we give, out information. We're playing in the top leagues with our older teams, which gives our kids the best opportunities to continue to grow. And it's not just the coaches or me making these decisions. These are the parents within our organization and the players that want these things. So just kind of the natural progression, and I guess how much our families have put into it, and how I guess everybody's kind of pulling the rope the same way to kind of help us continue the improvement of our club.
At 10 years old, most kids start playing Little League, and it's a pretty crucial age group for them. They learn basic skills, and our organization helps them grow those basic skills, add on to those basic skills, so that after they're 12 years old and they transition into a larger field at 13, they're ready to jump into it feet first.
I'm right here, boss man. I got this, yeah.
Well, not only do we have a very experienced coaching staff here and a local and well put together training facility, we've got a great group of devoted parents and a great group of guys that all have similar aspirations as far as how far they want to go in their baseball careers, and it motivates us, and it's a great place to be.
So what keeps coming back here every year is the coaching staff, and most importantly our teammates. We help each other, we work hard together, we each have a goal we want to achieve, and we just improve ourselves every day, help each other out, make us get better. And that's also what our coach is here for too, is just to get better every day, you know, get ready for every game, get ready for the next level.
My most memorable moment is probably going to Colorado and having fun in Steamboat with all my teammates and coaches, going down rivers, playing in the pool and just hanging out. And also going to Las Vegas and just being kids, having fun playing baseball.
City Baseball has prepared me mentally because we go to these big tournaments in Colorado, Washington, California, and so it's super mentally invigorating. And so coming into these next few levels in baseball, these tournaments have prepared me, so I'm ready.
Well, I think first of all they've given us an opportunity to use their facility every day and get better, and they've prepared us mentally and physically. And not only have they prepared us to reach that level, but they've prepared us to compete at that level. And I think that's the biggest thing, that all of us are ready once we get to that level.
Yeah, we're currently kind of maxed out with our facility usage, and so that's leading us to phase 2 of our club. You know, we're in the process of locking down a second location. That'll give us the option to continue to use our current facility to do a lot of team training, but at the same time, location 2 is going to be a little bit larger, and that'll kind of give us a little bit of flexibility for doing team practices, doing camps, doing clinics. You know, we have strong associations with the little leagues in the area, and kind of giving back to the community as well. So, you know, we're hoping to make that happen here in the next couple months and kind of be, you know, up and running around the turn of the year. Yeah, so I took over, we had 7 or 8 competitive teams, and they're mostly at the younger ages, you know, 8 to 12. And, you know, currently we're sitting on about 22 competitive teams ranging from 8 to 18. And the growth has been great. And I guess what I'm really impressed with is just how committed a lot of kids are to baseball. You know, coming from Alabama, I didn't think the Northwest was necessarily the baseball mecca, but it's really turned out to be a great place. There are a lot of people that are committed to baseball. And I think City Baseball is helping with that, and we're helping, you know, kids maximize their potential. And I think we're also doing a great thing in the community and really, you know, bringing baseball to the forefront.